In game number 1 of the Grand Final in North America in the Aeos Cup, Gladiators coming from the winner bracket and Fulsen coming from the loser bracket, playing the team comp that Random Gaming plays, or that Random Gaming got first place with over in Europe. It's the Sylveon taking 1 buff, pressuring topside, with the Blastoise jungle at bot lane as well. And GG is also playing Blastoise bot lane, but they have a Greninja jungle who's going to be probably full clearing compared to the Sylveon, who's already running topside right now. We can see on the minimap Sylveon running towards topside, trying to contest the enemy Lucario. And we have Lutano, contesting Lutano. Sorry, Lutano's not playing Lucario. Lutano's playing the Trevenant. Kinda switched away from Lucario lately. I literally haven't seen him play Lucario in a long time. Goes for a lot of Trevenant nowadays. There he is, in the enemy Flux zone right now. Kinda getting caught by the enemy Sylveon, but still getting some stacks in. Probably running attack rate. Gets another stack in. And he's most likely going to go down. But that's the problem of like the Sylveon, right? The Sylveon can just gank top lane so early. Doesn't need level 5 like Greninja does. I mean, Greninja needs level 7, right? Sylveon just needs level 4. Can instantly pressure topside and be very aggressive. Boy, we know level 5. Let's see also if he plays Power Punch. I think looks like a Power Punch, yeah. He does play Power Punch as well, which Random Gaming did as well with Redmore. They just played Energy Amplifier, Unite Move, Lucario with Power Punch, and just try to get every single objective as much as they can. And Fulsen just copying. Fulsen just completely copying the team comp, and we see already an invade by the Sylveon. Otter going to the enemy side. And he's gonna get the blue buff. And maybe red buff as well. Goof now knows there's something up. Goof is trying to check it now. But the 1 buff is already gone. He's gonna wait for his Hyper Voice reset to maybe have a chance of getting this one, and he seeds both buffs away on the Sylveon. Which means, yeah, this Greninja is not gonna be happy. Might be even hard for him to get level 7. X speeds away. Can't score, but that's a huge steal from Otter on the Sylveon. Topside, Lutano getting 1 more stack in. Not too much. 2 and does hit level 7 at least. It's gonna have the Surf, which should be good enough to maybe get a Dread last hit, right? Doesn't need his Unite move specifically. Fulsen is not gonna have Unite moves as well. Maybe Otter is gonna have it. The Sylveon might be level 8, but Sylveon's Unite move is not really that big of a game changer for it to get a last hit on Dread or win a Dread fight very hard. It really doesn't do it that much. Lutano on topside in a 1v2 scenario right now. And Toon's actually potting topside with the Hyper Voice. Can you find a kill as well? I mean, Hyper Voice, obviously Hyper Voice. I mean, Hyperspace. With the Hyperspace going towards topside, Volbe's also dropping very low. 2 lives on 1 HP, and they get a nice double KO. On topside, they're gonna get all those beasts as well, and Toon actually might be able to get level 9 now. But Fulsen is reacting to it, also Hyperspacing towards topside. Toon is still picking up so many beasts, and Otter has to be careful now. He's about to be picked off. Makes it back to the sheet in time. Also his focus band procced, so did heal a good amount. We already have Goof now. Goof is very high level actually, almost level 8 on this lane skirted, but so celestial as well. And they're just gonna start Dread now. They have the close combat Power Punch Lucario. They're gonna start working on it. Can they secure it as well? There's Toon. I think they didn't get it. I think Fulsen got it, right? Yeah, no. Right side Hooper got it. Through all these last hitting abilities, somehow Snow Point is able to get this last hit. I have no idea how. Blue Toon is very angry now. He's trying to get those kills on Blissey and Hooper. It's going very deep. It's gonna Unite move right on Snow Points. Can he find the Surf reset? Doesn't even have to. Just auto takes him to death. Bloodline though is very, very careful. Has to be careful here. Goes in with the Surf. He's gonna take the Hyperspace, and he barely gets out on 1 HP. Back to base with the Hyperspace ported, but he's porting back right now. He really wants it. Gets hit by a Power Punch, and Toon has to be careful here. The Egg Bomb gets safeguarded, but he just surfs back out. Makes it out alive barely. That was kind of risky teleport to take, I feel like. Could have just maybe gotten his jungle. But yeah, we have Goof now on Blastoise. Lutano is still looking for his level 9. It's gonna maybe look for a score, but it's a Hyperspace portal on the goal. And Fulsen is slowly gonna rotate up. Otto's still level 8. They're gonna try to get this Rotom. Lutano's trying to Horn Leech it, and they actually get it. It goes up to Lutano. And now Goof is gonna find a kill on Volby. Just spins on him with Water Spout without any issues. And there's the Sylveon Hyper, like, Unite move coming out, but you can see it literally does nothing. Is Lutano gonna kill the goal? He's gonna maybe wait a bit of time, but he has to be careful. Goof is actually dying, but Goof with a huge Unite, and they get a double pick off. Nicely done by Goof there. Huge Unite by him. And he gets rewarded with a 40 cap as well. Lutano's like, here, take it. They want Blastoise to have all the experience, right? Experience on Trevenant's kinda wasted. So they really wanted this experience on Blastoise, because he wants to be level 13. Bot lane, GG also picking up a kill for Toon. Not too much, just a kill on Blissey. It's not going to be game changing, but it's a nice experience for Greninja. And Dread is spawning in 20 seconds. Lutano is getting ported towards bot side. Snow Points is not level 9 yet. They will not have Hooper Unite. Indie Bear just hit level 9 on his Hooper, so he will be able to Unite move his team in. I don't think Snow Points can find it. There's one Corpfish. He's actually getting kind of close. It's very, very close. He needs one more Corpfish or like 10 more seconds of passive experience and he's going to be level 9. And there's already Indy. Indy already popping his Unite move. Maybe porting Goof in, but Goof is just defending bot side, top side right now. Does he have Unite move? I don't think he has, right? Might still be on cooldown since he just used it. But there it is. But no, the score goes through. And Hooper picks up the second Dread as well. Snowpoint somehow picking up the both Dreads so far in this game on his Hooper, and they get a double kill as well. Blissey is down. Indy Bear's down. And they get a double kill. Lutano's trying to find one. Actually gets the Curse pick off. He's gonna kill Otto on the Sylveon with the final damage of Curse. Toon also getting a nice kill on Boyby there. Surfing back out. And this Blaster is going very, very deep. Slash is looking for something, but he can't do anything. He gets killed by his own medicine. Gets spin on by Goof, and Goof is able to pick up the other Blastoise. You have 2 minutes until Zapdos spawns, and GG with a small lead in points and a good experience lead as well. Goof and Toon are the highest level in the game, currently on level 12. Looking quite good for them. Rotom is the next point of contention, and looks like both teams want to kind of fight for it. Hooper still farming bot side, but Hooper can always hyperspace towards top side if needed. They're actually just going to try and flip it. They're just going to flip it unmannered. There's a Sylveon Unite coming through. Do we have any Unites of Gladiators? No, but the Surf of Toon picks up the Rotom without any issues. They also get 2 kills. I mean, it was the 3v5, right, kinda. Full send just trying to go for anything, but maybe a bit too ambitious in this scenario. But I mean, in the end, dying in Unite is really not that bad. You have low respawn timers. You don't really give over much experience as well if you're behind in experience, so it's really not that big of a deal to sometimes just die in these scenarios. Lutano looking for a nice Horn Leech and Hooper. Snowpoint has to be careful. If he pops the full of Curse, he can look for another Horn Leech. Top side, and actually goes down. Snowpoint does go down. Full Send is going to kill Top Goal with the Celestial, 25 points. And we have 1 minute until Zapdos spawns. Lutano's still being very aggressive over here, just trying to zone, waiting for those beasts to spawn. It's going to Horn Leech them all in. It's going to pop his Curse, and it's going to another Horn Leech. And I don't think he got the big B though, but was that a blink? Did Blastoise actually jack button forward for the big B? I think he did. There's one more Dreadnought spawning, and Gladiators is kind of pushing for it. They want this. Toon is going to work on it. He's going to get level 14 from it. Zakrak level 11. They actually all get a level up from this, so it's a pretty worth it Dreadnought to go for. Lutano's also going to get level 12. They pretty much all gained, actually just all gained a level from this. Toon and Goof hitting level 14, Lutano level 12. And both supports hitting level 11 as well from this Dreadnought, so pretty valuable. They have to be careful though. Full Send, have a flip Zapdos team comms, so if they just allow Full Send to walk into the Zapdos pit, it's just gonna turn into a flip, most likely. But Gladiators in a very good position right now. Have a huge lead in experience, huge lead in points. Boyby's looking for a sneaky backcap on top side, and he's gonna get it off probably. Unless the hyperspace portal comes through, Indy Bear's trying to maybe stop him in time. Can he do it? And he can! Good attention paid by Indy there. But there's the hoop already. That's the problem. Full Send is just going for the Zapdos. And she's gonna get flipped. But it goes over to the left side. Left side actually gets it. Goof is able to pick it up. And Gladiator is gonna win this game. But that's the problem, right? Like, one time you don't pay attention and suddenly, bam, Zapdos is dead. With these team comms. It just dies so fast. But Gaimin Gladiators is able to pick up game number 1 against Full Send. Game number 2. Gladiators with a very clean first game. The game really wasn't close, but they did lose every Dreadnought, the first 2 Dreadnoughts to Hooper, so if those Dreads don't get stolen, Gladiators would be so far ahead last game, and they were still ahead, even though they lost both Dreadnoughts. Snowpoint's there with nice secures, probably a bit lucky as well. But in the end, getting last hits is kinda lucky too. It's just part of it. It's sadly part of the game of Unite, right? Getting last hits an objective, so. And nice last hitting going over there for Full Send actually, picking up that Odin on their side. If they lose that one, it could have been a huge disaster already. There was a blink forward there. By the Hooper, by Snowpoints. And Lutano again on the enemy side. Same as last game, feels like a deja vu. Goes for the enemy A-Poms. He just knows that he's going to die. But he doesn't really care. As long as he's getting attack bait stacks in, he's happy. He's a happy little tree. As some other person would say. And he's gonna get himself some attack bait stacks. Again, dying this really doesn't matter too much if you die to a Sylveon there. Sylveon is not a character that necessarily snowboards with experience. As soon as Sylveon is level 4, that's pretty much the biggest power spike Sylveon is gonna have. So, going for the speed now. And those Hyper Voice just pick everything, but I think Toon actually gets the big one, but this get picked off. Their kick attack is able to finish him off with a Hyper Voice. That's a huge kill though for the setup Full Send. They're also all going to be able to score. They score 70 points in total, so bit of a mistake by Toon there. He does get the big B, but gets punished pretty hard for it. This time he's going to be able to get his jungle. Otter's not able to see it this time around. So a bit of better early game still for Toon. Move on bot side with Zagrag, just trying to get some last hits here. And Bloodline is dropping kinda low, but there's the Hyperspace Pod. He's gonna be full HP in any second. It is such an insane ability. Back to base, full HP, then just 1 second again. Toon actually blinking forward with the Red Buff. Also hits the Bubble Slow, but it's not enough damage, right? There's no way he can take down Slash. He doesn't have Focus Band though, so maybe he actually dies. He does die. But Otto also finds a nice pick on Toon. And Lutano's gonna take a Hyperspace. Back to base. Nice pick off there for Otta again. Killing Toon the second time around. We have 40 seconds until Dread spawns, and we have just hit level 7 for the Greninja. We have level 7 on Sylveon. It's gonna look to be level 8. This early game is looking quite decent for full send. In the hovering top side, is gonna go for this top piece, or is he gonna port it bot now? No, he ported spot now. Uses Hyperspace on the goal. Yeah, I keep trying to say Toon and Goof at the same time, so I sometimes say bit of a mistake there. Hyperspaces come through. Full send is gonna move towards bot side. Indy's also gonna hyperspace his teammates anytime soon, but wait, where's the hyperspace portal on the goal? There it is. Actually, they just might be giving it up fully. Lutano's going for a bus right now. And Goof just dies. Goof goes into 5 enemy Pokemon and just goes down. Gladiators, Toon is looking for the last hit maybe, goes into a smoke zone. Can he find the surf? No, he can't. Does it too early. And this Dread goes over to full send. Gladiators completely falling apart right on this early game. Just trying to go for the last hit. Didn't want to look for a fight. Goof being very too deep. Lutano's going for buffs. Can they find some counter kills? So it's totally fine if they get some kills here. There's not the hyperspace, but no. They actually get 1 kill. Volbeat's down. But they only get 1 kill. There's the hyperspace saving Blissey and Hooper at the same time. Without any issues. Gonna get some scores in maybe as well. Lutano's going very, very aggressive here. Horn Leeches in. Is quite deep though now. He's just gonna get kited. Snowpoint's looking for the kill. But in these hyperspace portals, but the egg bomb actually stops Lutano from going back. But these hyperspace portals are so insane. Seeing people go back to full HP in a second feels so dirty. They do find a kill on Goof as well. He's finally getting picked off. Toon is looking for a surf reset. But he's just going to the wrong side of the map. Power punch. Kinda misses eject buttons over. Can he take the jump pad? He can. And he actually gets away. Smoke screen. Volbeat's still in chase. But there's a surf reset. And he's looking for it. Can Volbeat actually find the kill? No! Overestimates himself. And Toon just completely destroys him there. Gets the surf kill. No chance of the hit to close combat on a target that has mobility. Lutano getting nice 30 score on top side. And Toon also might be able to score 40 points. So there's a hyperspace port. They're going to defend top. Slash looking for another special spec stack on the Blastoise. Gets it easily in. Very close game so far. Another kill on top side. Lutano and Toon are able to pick off Volbeat. Sadly can't see the Rotom deck over to full send. But, I mean, it's not big of a deal. They're just gonna let this crash, right? Yeah, the goal is 5 HP. It's actually dream scenario. Letting a Rotom kill your first goal. You spawn some Audinos as well. And they don't get a huge overcap. So, ideal scenario there. Now they have like 3 more minutes to just farm Audinos over and over again. And Otto is very, very deep here. It's just gonna die, right? No, he actually Unite moves. Unite moves is gonna look for a counter pick. But there's no way he can kill a Greninja, can he? Actually, Toon also Unite moving now. And there's a Hooper Unite, and Sylveon is just out. Toon is looking for backup now, is gonna get 40, but left side, full send, already picking up this dreadnought. Lutan is gonna break top. Toon is gonna break bot, it's gonna put them a bit into the lead. But they did lose dreadnought after all. Can they at least find some kills? Goof is gonna kill, yeah, Goof is gonna kill Otta actually. Can he have Unite? Does he have Unite moves still? No, probably not. Eject buttons away, but he's getting chased down by Blissey and Lucario, and he doesn't get out. But he doesn't get away. Zagrag also now helping handing. Can he make it out? There's a berry. Yeah, he makes it with the berry in time. Honestly, not too bad for Gladiators after all. They do get a kill as well. They kill 2 goals, get 80 points in. So could be worse. Oh, this hyperspace is again saving 2 people there instantly. If there was no hyperspace super, so many people would just die, left and right. But I guess they would also be less aggressive if they had no hyperspace, right? So, yeah. Probably would just be much more safe. But still ridiculous seeing just people being ported to base from out of nowhere and then being full HP instantly again. Otter just getting decimated by Toon. This Greninja doing so much damage already. Absolutely insane Pokemon right now. And we have 130 until the flip happens. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a flip every single game in this series, most likely. That's just how the combo full send works. They can't really win a team fight with what they pick, so it's all about just winning Zapdos as fast as they can. Nice pick off there. Boybi with the double power punch is able to pick up Zagrok. Goof is going very, very deep here as well again. And Celestia actually Night moving one more time. Blastoise does have low Leon, and Goof also going for the Night move. Can he find a kill on Boybi? He's gonna wait for his next rapid spin. Rotom is dropping under half HP. Tool is super, super low though. Can he find a reset? No, he can't. The Surf does heal him a bit. Goes back into his range auto attacks. And Goof is able to get a double kill. Goof gets a double kill. Tool goes down on the side of Gladiators. Can Goof get a triple kill? No, almost. The Rotom are actually almost taking people down. Lutano just backcapping while his team is currently dying. Zagrok running up. He's just gonna step Celestia into the face. Takes on the Blastoise. Not bad, not bad. Lutano looking for the curse. On leech. Just gonna go for this Rotom. Can maybe Otter steal this away? Gonna Carmite and Hyper Voice, but actually they drag it away, and no, they don't get it. Full Send doesn't get it. Otter has to run away for his life. And Gladiators pick up this Rotom 30 seconds before Zapdos. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but it might give Gladiators another Dreadnought. Dreadnought's currently up. They could go for it. They have 20 seconds. Looking for push and stealth though, actually. Looking for a small push, but yeah, it's not gonna happen. Absolutely have no chance of pushing this in. Tool is gonna pick up this Dread. So in the end, the Rotom kinda giving them a free Dreadnought, which is still fine. So I guess it was some value. There we go, picks up the Dreadnought. Level 13 for him, level 13 for Lutano. And there's the flip. Full Send is walking in, Hooper's potting in, and it goes over to Full Send. 5 seconds after Zapdos spawns, it's dead. And Full Send is able to pick this one up. They're gonna run towards the enemy base now. Gladiator is also gonna try to counter score. Lutano is gonna get some scores on top. Goof might be able to get 100 on bot lane unless they can make it to base in time. Boybi is gonna make it on the jump pad. He's gonna jump. But yeah, he stops Goof in just in time. But the point difference already so much. The point difference is way too much. And Full Send is gonna take game number 2. 100 point lead. Or 350 point lead. I don't think anything is gonna happen about it. Gladiators can still try, but it's looking quite desperate. Chasing the Blastoise on top side. Yeah, Zapdos just gets mated. It just dies so fast. We're looking for the chase here. It's very difficult. All those characters on Full Send are also very tanky. They're very hard to take down. Looking for the current Celestia, but the hyperspace gets them back to base in time. They're looking for one final push. We have 1 minute to go still. 1 minute to go for Gaimin Gladiators, but they kind of have to team fight them under the enemy goals. Not sure if that's possible. Lutano looking for a score in middle. Gets 8 points in. Huge. Finds a nice Horn Leech on Bloodline and Otter. And Gladiators is storming the second base right now. But honestly, Full Send could just leave this one up. They could just let it die and go back to their base. And actually, Toon is going to get 100 points up in middle. Bloodline is also down. This could actually maybe be possible, though he gets interrupted by Lucario Unite. Doesn't get his points in. Zagrok trying to capture 100 points. But they're still so far behind. Toon still doesn't get it off. They get 1 kill. They actually get 2 kills here. Can they get more? It's actually kind of close, but no. 2 of Gladiators go down. We have Zagrok falling, Indy falling. And last man standing Goof. Tried his hardest. But second game actually goes over to Full Send. Game number 3. Gladiators had a bit worse early game last time. So they need much better early game. Maybe just get a big point lead so that Zapdos doesn't matter. Obviously it's quite difficult. Lutano still sticking to the Trevenant. Both teams not making any changes in team comps. Both sticking to what they practiced. Even though Full Send didn't really practice this team comp. They just, again, saw Random Gaming winning this with this team comp in Europe. And just started playing themselves in the loser bracket. And they started winning games over and over again. Make it to the grand finals with the Sylveon Blastoise team comp. It's all about flipping Zapdos. So they've been flipping it quite well. And it's pretty hard. Like this Lucario with Energy Amplifier does so much damage to Zapdos. And Lutano again, same as last time. Picks up both of the berries. Goes towards the A-Poms. Just goes for some stacks. But I don't think he can even get this one. Gets Meteor Mesh back into the Flux Zone. And this time he goes down. Doesn't even get the stack. Boybi's just there to punish him. And third time now. But I mean, I think there's nothing you can do about it. It's just how it's gonna be. And I think he's still fine overall with this. Boybi's gonna pick up those bees. And they're actually gonna get a lot of coins in though. 47 already on top side. And Otter's gonna look for an invade. Toon actually going for the bot side. And Otter's already in his jungle. So if Toon spends too much time on bot side here, his buffs could be gone. Lutano's trying to scout it out. But it's very hard to fight this Hyper Voice Sylveon in their own jungle. And he's currently working on the blue buff. Gonna try to steal it away. Lutano's fighting the Sylveon. I wish the camera would show it, but we currently can't see it. And I think Lutano got the blue buff, of course he evolved. I think he was able to actually get the last hit. He's also fighting Sylveon over red buff now. Spectators, T-Tours, please show us. And Otter actually losing both of the buffs. Lutano's able to win both of them with the tree. Otter now looking for Toon. Toon's actually dropping quite low, but both are just gonna ignore each other. Go for some Corpfishes. And Otter this time with the invade, not really successful. Only 73 points on this top goal though for full send. Giving them a small lead in experience and in points as well. But Lutano's quite strong now. There's the curse. He has red buff as well. He can slow Bolby down. Can he actually have to kill the curse pop? Yeah, no, he doesn't. It's not quite enough damage. And if Lutano actually dies here, it's huge for the self-full send. Celestia getting a double buff and a nice kill on Lutano. Gets him pretty far ahead now of Goof in the Blastoise mirror matchup. So, full send's gonna be pretty happy on this one. Might actually be level 9 for the Dread if he still farms a few more things. Otto's gonna look for those top Bs. And we actually have a kill. Another kill on Toon on bot side. Gets picked off by 4 members of full send. And it's gonna start Dreadnought instantly. Toon is dead, right? He has to go for his buffs now. He's not level 9 even. So, Gladiators just gonna look for a steal. And if not, then it's just gonna go to full send. They have the Power Punch Lucario. So it should be easy task for them to just get this Dread. And Gladiators knows that. They're just gonna push top side. Goof is gonna get some points in. Zakrak's gonna get some points in. And full send picking up the first Dread. No, what? Indy stole it! Are you serious? Bolby. Bolby somehow being just clumsy there. And it goes over to Indy Bear. Just being too careless there on the Lucario. Thinking they're not contesting it whatsoever. And Indy just snipes it away. And they find another contestation as well. There's gonna be maybe 40 points for Toon now. The hyperspace is gonna save him. I think Indy Bear might be going down though instead. And Toon actually has to be careful though. He ported back, gets power punched, close combat. Yeah, that was not a good hyperspace ported to take back. Double kill for full send still as well in the end on bot side. Giving them some nice experience. They want to get 60 points in as well. 30 on Lucario, 30 on Blissey. Bloodline is Bloodline, and Bolby are going to be very happy. Lutano getting one more attack weight stack on top side. Gonna see this Apom away as well. And it's gonna go for another attack weight stack. Blissey not actually coming out on Otto on bot side, and they're gonna look for Toon again. Toon is just not having a good game so far. Gets egg bombed. I'm gonna try to break the score. They score on 10, it's on 10, very low. But those Bliss Unite actually in the end didn't really do anything. Surf going in, it's gonna go on the big beep. Nice close combat though, and Soon actually has the Unite move here. Can he actually find a kill? Otter's dropping very low, next surf reset, he just auto takes him to death in melee form. He's doing so much damage right now, gets a nice double KO. Close combat does hit, oh my, close combat doing so much damage, but Bolby not being patient enough, is gonna whiff his power punch, got maybe waited for the invisible thing to disappear, and he's missing another power punch, and he's probably gonna get taken down, yes. Goof claims this kill. Bolby there missing 2 power punches, just not being patient enough on the hit. And it's gonna go down. Toon barely living. With a slither of help. And we have 10 seconds until Dread spawns. Again, we don't have a level 9 on Snow Points is super. So Indy Bear already dropping the portal, making all his teammates come in. Lutano and Goof are gonna be able to join it anytime soon. But first is going very aggressive here. Snow Points just go down, doesn't have Hoopa and Bond as I said. And they're all gonna try to go for this one. I think it went over to left side or right side? I really can't tell. It went over to right side. This time Slash is able to pick it up. This was a complete mess and it kind of just a coin flip. GG's getting 1 kill, they get 2 kills. So at least some kills for the side of GG after losing Dread, which is always still fine in the end. There's almost as much experience. If you get like 3 or 4 kills, it pretty much negates the Dreadnought experience. So, not too shabby. And now Snow Point's actually night moving. Goof is very low. He doesn't have rapid spin anymore, but he has X speed. No, he's running towards the portal faster. Indy's already level 10, which means if you run fast towards hyperspace, you actually get a big chunk of move speed. But Hoopa, the support, taking out the defender with Hoopa unbound. Snow Point's picking up the kill there. And game is actually quite close. Otter scoring 19 on the top second goal. It's gonna get away from Lutano quite easily. Even using the attack speed here to just get out faster. It's gonna go for those big Bs. 2 minutes until Zapdos spawns. 2 minutes. Or we look for another power punch into close combat. What is that? What? Bloodline just Unite moving? They're just all Unite moving right now. They can actually get a kill with it as well. Bliss Unite actually not hitting anything, but they kind of make it work, I guess. But not really. It was the last time they can Unite move, right? So it makes sense, but looked a bit too forced. They looked forced with the Bliss Unite, but couldn't quite find it. Maybe they will have Unite moves up for Zapdos, so in the end it doesn't really matter much. But Gladiators might be able to push on their goal now on bot side. And nice pick off by Goof. Goof was able to kill 2 characters there. And they're gonna get a nice overcap. Lutano scoring 40 points. They're still behind by 60. But it's getting closer and closer. But again, they don't have a lead. So Zapdos is probably going to get flipped again in a minute. And they do not have a point lead, they're actually behind. So if you lose Zapdos in this point of the game, it is pretty difficult to come back from. We don't have score sheets anymore. You don't have Buddy Barrier score sheets, so if you lose Zapdos and drop 400 points behind, it's probably just going to be game over every single time. Rotom is walking towards top side. Gladiator is looking for one more Dread, and Goofish is going to defend top. They're going to leave Blastoise to defend it. They send Toon to deal with the Dreadnought most likely, if he wants to go for it. He's level 14, so he doesn't quite need it. Honestly, I don't think anyone of his teammates really need this Dreadnought, but it's free, so I just wish they would like the best way to deal with the super team comp would be just looking for an instant team fight. 10 seconds before Zapdos, they just try, yeah, exactly what Lutano's doing right now. Lutano's looking for this fight. 15 seconds before, he finds a huge Horn Leech, and not actually gets taken down. That's exactly what I just meant. Just have to look for a fight 15-20 seconds before Zapdos. Hopefully get 2 or 3 kills, and then just do Zapdos yourself, and they actually get 2 kills. This is what I like to see. Lutano instantly pulling the trigger there. But no, Gladiators have to go for Zapdos themselves before maybe Full Send respawns. Toon is looking for a score on top. Bloodline gets Horn Leashed again. There was a huge engage by Lutano, but now they kinda don't do much with this right now. They're gonna respawn. Full Send is about to respawn. But they already use Super Unbound, so it's gonna be hard actually for Full Send to get into this spot. Gladiator still trying to score some points on top lane. Otta goes down. 80 going for Indie Bear. Nicely done. Actually puts Gaimin Gladiators into the lead now. I feel like they could have stayed on Zapdos there, but I mean, it's quite risky. Right now they're in lead, they have 1 minute 30 to go. But Toon's getting very low. No, actually Slash just gets picked off. And Gladiator's in a great position where Blissey Unite comes onto Bolby. Can he find any Unite moves close combats? Doesn't really do anything. The Hyperspace gets 3 people back to base. But Goof actually is way too deep now. Left alone there, his teammates all going back to base to get full HP, but Toon still has Unite move here. Goes very, very deep. It's gonna look for the Surf Reset if he can find Otta counter Unite moving with the Sylveon. Can Lutano find anything? Can he set up a kill for the Greninja? And they get 2 kills. Greninja kills Bolby. Lutano is able to pick up the Hooper as well. Zakrak and Lutano are now back in the mix, and there's 1 minute to go still. And Lutano's just walking towards bot side. I mean, Zakrak. Looking for the score there. This game will not end in Zapdos. So we do not have a Zapdos flip in this one. Nicely played by Gladiators so far. Lutano's gonna look for the score on top maybe as well. We should be able to actually get it off. And I think it's gonna be Gladiators. With a huge chance right now to go ahead, 2-1. But actually, Indie Bear goes down. They have 30 seconds. Can they burn Zapdos in 30 seconds? There's no way, right? Gladiators have to look for some kills. Bloodline living on 1 HP though. Can they finish off Celestial? That would be such an important kill. And Zapdos actually gonna go die. 20 seconds. No, it actually dies 17 seconds before the game ends. Full Send picks up this Zapdos, and Bolby's gonna make it, and the Bolby score is gonna be enough. They actually win. There's no way. They actually kill Zapdos barely before end of time, and they're going to win the game. Unbelievable. Gladiators just not able to find the kills there. They just cannot find the kills. And Full Send takes game number 2. Ridiculous. Actually, that's ridiculous. Game number 4. Gladiators, actually they played last game, the late game super well, but it still was not enough. But that's exactly what I was talking about, like Lutano engaging there 15 seconds before Zapdos spawns and just looking for kills, right? And if you find kills there, and maybe force some Unites as well, you have a good chance. And if Full Send doesn't use Unite moves there and they die like as 2 or 3 people, then Gladiators can actually go for the Zapdos flip, right? Or can try to secure it themselves. Full Send being very aggressive down here, up here this time. Gladiator is actually going for the top lane Hooper this time, changing up their strat a bit. So Lutano's not going to die and then we flux on this time for the first time in the series. This time he has Indie Bear supporting him on the top side. Bobby's actually dropping very low to Lutano. And a Blink Astonish with a Confusion and Indie. And Lutano pick up first blood there. Nice kill. It's already working kinda, putting the Indie on top side. Lutano going for the tech weight stack. Can't get the berry this time. Is he gonna get through this berry in time? Yes, he does. Picks it up and gets away. Indie also scoring a bit. Actually, kinda deep now. It's probably going to die. Voice comes out and yes, Indie goes down. Otta picks up this kill. And Toon is actually counter-invading. Toon also just handing a strat right now. Goes for a counter-invade. Takes the wrap-up that has not been taken yet, but this is a Full Send. Otta's still top as well, which means he's gonna pick up a blue buff. He's gonna recoil, pick up his other buffs. Nice adaptation by Toon. Stealing the blue buff away right now. He's gonna recoil. Slash is scouting it out now, but it's too late. Toon already back to base. I like this counter jungling when you see your opponent doesn't do their buffs. Smart move. They did give up some bees for that, but overall, I think Toon is going to be very happy on this Greninja. And actually, Lutano's going to pick up some buffs as well now. They're just going to share some experience to make Lutano also stronger, make him evolve into Trevenant. Toon on top side, and he gets the kill. Blinks as well. Blink smoke screen. Can he find Celestial? Nah, that was a bit ambitious. I don't know if he blinked, but it looked like he eject button forward. They find a kill though on Volby. And Toon looking good, strong in this game so far. Almost level 8 already. There we go. He's level 8. Gladiator's bot side now being very, very aggressive. They're going to get 12 and 20 points in for Zakrak and Goof. Toon is auto-taking a lot, trying to look for a reset maybe, but it's so hard to kill these double supports on that goal. Blissey and Hooper. So scary. So scary. Such tanky supports. A lot of shielding, a lot of healing. The bees are spawning now. Lutano looking for level 7 to unlock the Horn Leech. Doesn't quite find it, but did find some bees. It's going to be able to be level 7. And they're going to hyperspace towards bot side now. It's going to probably be a 5v5 on this Dreadnought. Toon is going to be level 9. Toon hitting level 9 here. Let's see if Fulsen can just brute force themselves in. And Gladiators just look for a fight again, and there we go. There's the instant fight. We see in Toon Unite, Greninja Unite jumping into 4 enemy targets, but the Dreadnought's dying again. But as long as they get kills, and actually goes over to right side. Goof this time being able to pick up the Dread. They find one more kill as well. They find 3 kills in total. Can they also get Otter? Otter's dropping super low. Toon is looking for the reset. Does even have to. The basic attack of Goof gets him the evolution as well. He's got a nice 36 cap in as well. Dropping the goal to 3 HP. And he's going to finish it off with a 20 over cap. And Gladiators with a great early game fight here. He's going to pull very far ahead in points and experience. Toon already level 10. Highest level on full sense are Wartortle and Sylvan on level 8. So huge lead for Gaimin Gladiators from this early game fight. Porting themselves to top side now. Volby trying to defend. Rotom is up as well, but I don't think either team cares too much about it. Again, the Rotom really doesn't do much at this point in the game. Especially against, say, Hoopers, where you can always just port your teammates towards the goal that has to defend Rotom. And just kind of gets defended. You can get 20 Aeos energy though from it, and the guy who kills Rotom also gets experience, which is not too shabby either. So Gladiators is going for it now. Look for a push. But yeah, it's kind of like they don't even have to fight for it necessarily. Kind of abandoned for now. I think Toon might just be waiting for his Unite move to be back up, which could be quite close. He serves it actually quite early and gets stuck in a power punch, but it goes over to Gaimin Gladiators. Yeah, they pick up the Rotom. They also get 2 kills instantly with a huge Unite. Sylveon and Lucario are both down. Rotom goes in. Most likely, Celestial trying to defend this, but yeah, he can't. Goes down. Goof claiming another kill. And Toon's gonna get a nice overcap. I'm just waiting actually longer. They're waiting a bit more time. But actually, Volby shouldn't even walk up here. I don't know why he's walking up. The goal is about to die. This doesn't really make any sense at all. He's gonna get chased down by Goof. Toon also picking up another kill. And that was so weird. Like, he knows the goal is going to die, right? 100% is going to die. And he still tries to defend it. Gaimin Gladiator was just waiting a bit more time before they kill the goal. Indy now preparing his team for bot side. He's gonna pop the Unbound anytime soon, maybe. Just support Lutano in. But doesn't even have to right now. There we go. There's the Indy Bear Hooper Unite. And Fulsen is running in again. Blissey Unite goes on to the blast and just flipping it. And it goes on to right side though. Zakrak this time is able to pick up the Dread. And these objectives just die so fast. Fulsen just completely sending it, as the name says, full sending it into objectives, but 3 of them go down. 4 of them go down. To the side of Gaimin Gladiators, who has such good position right now. A triple KO for the Greninja. East is level 13 already. Lutano level 12. Goof is on his way to level 13 too on the Blastoise. Wants his Rapid Spin plus very bad. And Gaimin Gladiators also with a 150 point lead now. Looking strong in this game, number 4. Looking very strong. They want to win the Aeos Cup. They want to be North America's best team. Bloodline getting picked off one more time. Gaimin Gladiators just with a very clean game. Rotom spawning in 15 seconds as well. Toon actually can be level 15 in this game. He can be level 15. Kinda insane and competitive to be level 15, especially without having Audinos on their side. Remember, they have both gold stubs, so that means no Audinos on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. Volby's going very deep here, but gets slow smoked. He has no idea where anyone is. And there's another Unite from Toon actually going off. Can he find kills? Yes, he finds them before they go into hyperspace. Double kill for him. Maybe a triple kill as well. He's looking for Otter and Celestial. The auto tech slows come in. There's the surf reset. Triple KO for Toon yet again. Gonna go their attention towards Rotom now. Should be no problem for them to pick this up very fast. And Gaimin Gladiators with the full control. Absolute full control. They're actually going to try and wait a bit, but they have to pick it up. Otherwise, Lucario might be able to steal it away. They kind of want to wait for Zapdos to maybe spawn, but can't quite do it. Would get stolen away. You have 1 minute until Zapdos spawns. Gaimin Gladiators looking for a small push here. Goof just looking for some poke. And he's actually doing a lot of damage to them. On the Water Sport Rapid Spin. But Rotom is going to get cleared. Gladiators can go for one more Dreadnought if they want to. Toon almost level 50 now. It's about to hit it anytime soon. Killing those bot beasts right now, I think. And he's gonna go for Dread. So far, Gladiators have gotten all the third Dreads, but again, they have to look for a fight. They should just probably look for a fight before Full Send can even make it. They kind of have to spot out Hooper and try to nuke down Hooper, try to force the Unbound somewhere that is not close to the Zapdos pit, and just be very, very aggressive, which is obviously hard to say. I mean, it's always easier to say than it is to do. But yeah, again, Lutano looking for a fight right here. This is what I mean. Being very aggressive right now. Looking for an instant fight. And I think the rest of TG should also be in much aggressive position right now. They're looking for it, yeah. They're trying to zone them out super, super hard right now. Lutano is almost dying though, but has a hyperspace back to base, and Full Send is completely zoned from Zapdos right now. Otta already using the Sylveon Unite. Has no chance. And now there's Snowpoint is jumping over, dropping the portal. And now Full Send has to send it, but Snowpoint, no one is following it. Volbeat's already there, Bloodline is down, and Gaimin Gladiators dealing with this threat this game perfectly so far. But again, it's not over, as we saw last game. There's still respawns, and the respawn timers are super, super low. Otta's about to die, but he's gonna get barely away. And they're gonna nuke Zapdos themselves now. Nice Horn Leech away as well from Blastoise. Can Toon secure this one? Yes, they can. Gaimin Gladiator with probably one of the cleanest games in this grand final out of all the regions. Full Send stood no chance in this one and get completely wiped. Zapdos gets taken by Gladiators this time. And yeah, they're finding ways to deal with this team comp. They're finding ways. They just early fight, look for kills, force some weird decisions out of the Snowpoint Super, and are able to just get away with game number 4. We're in the last game, game number 5. Whoever wins this is going to be the champions of North America and can crown themselves the first Aeos Cup winners in Pokemon Unite history. So, you know, not bad of a title. Both team comps still the same. Both sticking to what they have been playing and practicing. And Zakrak losing the first Lasted to the Pound of Bloodline. But they're kind of splitting again. Indy's going top on top again. Just trying to make sure that the Sylveon doesn't get as much value as the last games did. So just helping out Lutano one more time again. Coming back to the 2-1-2. Just as a countermeasure to this early Sylveon. Gladiator's obviously going to struggle on bot side a bit, but Goof is able to pick up both of his Audinos. While Zakra was fighting for the enemy ones. And Goof actually looking for a headbutt here. Can't quite find a kill. Toon has to look for level 5 now. There's a Corpus spawning at 9 minutes, and Apom is still behind them, so he's going to get level 5 easily. Of course, level 5 Greninja is still not that strong, but at least you get some more stats and smoke screen, so it could be worse. And Beast is spawning in 4 seconds, and he's still staying topside for Lutano. Trying to support him as good as he can. And those beasts are going to die very, very fast. Lutano actually quite slow there. I don't think he got any. The Hyper Voice is killing them so fast, and Lutano has to be careful a bit here. Can Bobby look for a kill on him? Not really. Look for a score maybe, but he has too many coins. 21 is just way too much. And Bobby has to be careful here. Drops quite low. Lutano goes back to the base with the hyperspace though, and is not able to follow it up. Could have maybe actually gotten a kill if the hyperspace doesn't put him back to base, but would have been close. Goes for another attack weight stack. Bobby trying to defend as much as he can. And we get level 5. We got the Trevenant. Curse is unlocked. Gets that last hit there with the Curse Explosion. Can always reactivate it much earlier. It will always do the same damage, so you don't have to charge it up. As long as you explode your Curse, it would always do a set amount of damage. And yeah. It's just like the longer you charge it up, it can reset your other move. And also, of course, your Curse lasts longer, right? Like the dot damage you get, the EV damage you get lasts longer. But besides that, for the final damage, you don't have to charge it up at all. You can do an instant Curse for burst damage if you want to. Cast it, explode it. It will do as much damage as charging up for 5 seconds. I think a lot of people probably don't know that. We'll be looking for a Power Punch on top side. There's Lutano running back in with his Curse, but he's dropping super low. His passive and Focus Band are both being procced. Going back to base with the hyperspace. Dread spawning in 30 seconds. We have Toon again on level 7. He's looking for the Can Otter. Can't he find it? No, the Focus Band keeps Otter alive. Barely. On top side, we have another Bee spawn. If Toon can find some nice resets here on the Bees, he can maybe look for kills. But nice Power Punch, actually zoning, and the Meteor Mesh. Completely negating Toon's engage there. They might find a kill on Bobby as an exchange, but yeah, they're gonna kill Bobby. There's the Surf. One kill at least, but all the beasts went over to full send. Completely denying Greninja there for the Surf. Just going to CC him. And Red is spawning, and Bloodline already super aggressive here, trying to zone on Zakrak and Goof as much as he can. But his team is not really there yet. Full send is slowly rotating now. We don't have level 8 on Sylveon yet. Celestia does have the water rapid spin, and Goof not level 7 yet. He's looking, he needs a bit more time for his rapid spin. There we go, there's his level 7. But Full Send is just running in. They're 4 on Dreadnought right now. Celestia is dropping super, super low. Lutano with a 3-man Horn Leech, and they find 3 kills. But I think Dreadnought outside of Full Send. Hyper Voice Sylveon is able to get the Dread, but 3 kills go for Gaimin Gladiators. Can they find a 4th kill as well? Yeah, Bloodline is gonna die. 4 kills for Gaimin Gladiators. So in the end, losing Dreadnought, of course, would be better to win it, but getting kills is also quite nice. 2 living on 1 HP there. Can't quite live. He's gonna get the Surf. Actually, he dies! He's so greedy for this, and Otter's able to punish it. They're just back in time, and Toon gets taken down before he can surf for the Ordino. Oh, punished. What a punish there. Best of experience donated over to the side of Full Send. But to be fair, that's something that can happen. You want this Audino very badly there. And if you get the reset on the surf, you're totally fine. Lutano's gonna go very aggressive here. Gets egg bombed away though. Can't quite find an engage. And Rotom is up. Toon dropping very low again. This Celestia on the Water Spout Rapid Spin Blaster is doing so much damage right now. Rotom is dropping to half HP. Lutano actually Unite moving, hitting 3, but there's a nice Celestia Unite on the Blastoise, hitting all of them and getting the Rotom last hit. He's gonna spin through them now, but I don't think he can carry them through the goal. Doesn't look like it. Just tries to throw them away. If this Rotom goes in, they could potentially score a lot of points. And Toon looking for his Unite move now. Can they find a kill on Otter? Actually gets taken down. He gets taken down by the Blissey. Bloodline is able to somehow get him, and he gets a double KO with the Egg Bomb Blissey. I don't know how he just did that, but Toon not able to get a reset there and just dies to the Egg Bomb. And now Otter but Goof is looking for his Unite move himself, tries to send them away, but Celestia makes it through, gets 40 coins in for himself. Sylveon does die in the end, and I think Goof might be able to pick up a double kill. Celestia doesn't run Focus Bend, so, but yeah, he gets away. Barely gets away there. Ooh, this is a spicy game. 15 seconds until Dread spawns, and Indy's only level 7. Indy's only level 7. This is the first time where Snow Pointer's Hooper is level 9 on the second Dread, and Indy's Hooper is not level 9. So losing their Dread there costed Indy a lot of experience, and they will not have level 9, so they're just gonna look maybe for a top push. Toon is looking for maybe a steal as well, but oh, this is gonna be very difficult. Blissey Unite goes on Zakrak, just going for Toon. Can they find the Surf reset? No, they can't! The Hooper stun from the Unbound is able to pick off Toon and stun him away, and Zakrak and Toon both go down, and Full Send in such a good position right now. They're also gonna score a lot of points. 40 going for Gladiators on top side, but Lucario is able to score 40 points. Sylveon goes for 28, and they go 60 points to the lead. 40 points also for Celestia and the Blastoise. And they go into a small lead in points here, and also in experience. We have Celestia on level 12, highest level in the game on the Blastoise, followed by Sylveon and his own Lucario. And Gladiators only have a level 10 Greninja right now, so quite far behind. Picks up level 11 now. 2 minutes until Zapdos spawn. But that's the problem, if Gladiators falls behind, right, then they have a hard time actually zoning Full Send over the Zapdos pit. So as soon as Full Send gets an experience lead, they will just go into the Zapdos pit with Toon looking for another Unite move, hitting 3. The Trevenant Unite also comes through, just looking for those kills. Can he get a reset? Otter's dropping super low, but the Focus Band keeps him alive. Nice Horn Leech though. On Snow Points, able to pick up 1 kill. Soccer is going to 30 points. Toon dropping super low again to this Hyper Voice Sylveon. Can he find the kill? Nice! The Auto Tech Surf comes through, and he's able to get a kill. Can he get 40 points as well? The Egg Bombs of Bloodline again, trying to be annoying, but he's going to get taken down. Surf, Auto Techs, triple KO for Toon, and a huge overcap. A 45-point overcap. No, not yet. Snow Points actually back in time. He's able to stop it. Now they have to be careful. The Hyper Voice Sylveon is going to be back in time as well. Yeah, he actually can't score. They're able to stop it. Toon has to run for the hits. And now Lutano is actually going to get taken down. He tried to zone for his boy, but wasn't enough. The respawn timers are just there, the jump pads. And they're able to actually stop this huge cap from Toon. This would have been a lot. 15 points, 45 overcap, and so much experience for the Greninja player. Could have been game-changing. But right now, Full Send with the small lead still. They're going to defend this Rotom, which probably means Full Send is going to pick up this this Dreadnought as well, since Gladiators have to deal with defending this. Toon hitting level 30 now. But Celestia and Goof is going to be level 13. Okay, so we still got our experience, pretty good amount. Celestia is going to be the highest one with level 14 after this Dread has been taken. There we go, drops to level 14. But this time, the gold step on bot side as well, and if Fulson just stays around here, then Gladiators have a hard time finding an engage. Maybe they just go for the flip themselves in the end. They're looking again, Lutano being very aggressive here. Horn leeching in already. Activates his curse, is looking for the reset on his curse. And Toon also being very aggressive right now, but they're super near enough, us snow points being popped. And Toon just gets obliterated by the Blissey Unite. Going on to Celestial, and that's 2 people down. There's already double KO for snow points. And I think this might just be it. Indie Bear also gets picked off, triple KO for snow points on the Hooper. Toon just gets exploded by the Hooper. Gets stunned by the Blissey as well. And that's a total ace. That's an ace. Quadra kill for Hooper on snow points. They take down Zapdos. And Gladiators just falling apart in this last team fight of the game. Toon just dying. The Gwynage are getting picked off by the Blissey Unite. Stunning him. And Blastoise spinning onto him. They still have 1 minute 24 to go. But it's looking quite bad. They're 400 points behind. By 300 now. They actually scored 100, so it's not quite over yet. They might still have a chance. Gonna go for a second push. Still no chance. They still have Unite moves probably on certain characters since they died so fast. I think Toon might still have his own Unite. He just got absolutely blown up. He's farming right now. Actually, yeah, he might just be farming his Unite move right now. They can try it. They have 1 more minute. Second goal, and there we go. There's Indy popping his Unite move with the Unbound. He still has it. Yeah, he just died in the last team without even using it. Had no chance of using it. But I think Fulson just knows they just have to defend the main base right now. They have a huge point lead right now, but it's now only 140. And Gladiators just have to find some kills, but it's so difficult to push this end base. We all know it, and Lutano's already dead. Blissey Unite comes out onto Goof, and they're just looking for kills. Actually, could be quite close. They define snow points, but Toon is dropping very low again. Has to run away. And Slash is still full HP. He's doing so much damage right now. He kills Toon. Goof also dropping super low on HP. They're still gonna look for some scores on top side. Goof is trying to score 12. It's only 12 points as well. They still need a few more than 12 points. He's gonna get down. He's gonna get picked up by the water spout rapid spin. No, actually blinks away. But Indie Bear's down. Toon is down. Goof is running for the hits. Otto still chasing him. He's gonna pick up the last kill of the game. Zakrak. Otto is dancing in front of him. And Fulcent are the first Aeos Cup North American champions. Taking home 10,000. Congrats to them. Pretty intense grand final. Able to come ahead 3-2 in the last grand final reset. GG's to them. Great last team fight. This wasn't a Zapdos flip, so they actually won without a Zapdos flip. They actually won with a team fight, so honestly, the last game was very deserved. They played a pretty good game overall, and are able to just win through a team fight.